Now, one of the ways you can balance your hormones naturally is to use essential oils. Now, I know that's surprising to some. How can an oil make a difference? But for many women, it is a game changer. Here's how an essential oil works. Remember, we're usually rubbing it onto our wrist, maybe the sides of our nose, onto our temples, the back of our neck. Those are all areas where oils absorb very well, and they activate the limbic system, which is an area of the brain that really responds to scent. And that in turn sends out all these different chemicals to create a relaxation response for the entire body. But it's not just about relaxing. It isn't just about lowering cortisol, which is super important, but it also helps with hormones. Many different essential oils will help modulate or balance the estrogen to progesterone ratio. So what does that mean for you? It means fewer cramps, a lot less pain, and more regularity in your cycles. Now, there's so many great essential oils, it's hard for me to mention them all, but I want to maybe pick out 5 that I think you could start with and maybe start to see a difference. Now, oils, like many other natural products, need consistency in use. It's not a miraculous, I'm going to do this and suddenly I'm better tomorrow. Don't forget, I post new videos every Thursday. Hit subscribe. Consistency and having a good ritual of using these will show results over time. All right, let's start with the first one. The first one we're going to talk about is geranium. And many people don't really mention geranium. I feel bad for it. It's a beautiful flower, right? But it actually makes a really great essential oil, especially when it comes to hormone balance. It helps actually to relieve headaches, menstrual cramps, and even heavy bleeding that many women in perimenopause experience. So try it out, see what you think, and many people love the scent. Moving on for geranium, let's talk about a really important one, Cary Sage. Now, I've used Cary Sage personally, and I've used it a lot with my patients because here's what we know about Cary Sage. It helps with that concept of estrogen dominance. Now, estrogen dominance, if you're in perimenopause, if you're confused about perimenopause, more than likely, in fact, I'm going to bet that about 75% of you have estrogen dominance. This is the phenomenon where estrogen, it gets stored in the body. It gets stored in your fatty tissue, in your breast tissue. The liver gets sluggish. You're not breaking estrogen down. You feel miserable. You're flashing all over the place. And a doctor says, I'm going to help you. I'm going to give you more estrogen. Wrong answer. We need to break estrogen down a little bit better. So Cary Sage helps with that. It activates that limbic system over time. It helps to clear up the liver, helping to break estrogen down more effectively. All right, another one that I always mess up when I say it, but it's Ylang Ylang. I hope I said it correctly, but that's how I've always said it, so we'll stick with it. But that one is actually more of a calming oil, also helping with sort of balancing those estrogen to progesterone ratios while also lowering cortisol, cortisol being the stress hormone. Now, the other piece of perimenopause that we haven't talked about yet is that not only are women often estrogen dominant, meaning they're having trouble breaking the estrogen down, but they also have low progesterone levels. So again, that creates that wonkiness, that loop phenomenon that we're talking about, where suddenly their period's there, and then it's gone, and then it's there again, or it's gone forever. That's where Ylang Ylang plays into this picture, because we know it does help with sort of beefing up and building progesterone in women. All right, let's talk about 2 more, and these might be my favorite, but the first is rose oil. Let me tell you why I love rose oil so much. Guess what area rose oil really impacts and affects? The heart. It's very much connected to the heart meridian. It's connected to sort of how the heart opens, and just like a rose, right? I love the imagery of flowers and essential oils, but just like a rose, helps with opening that area up. Now here's the story, guys. Many women go into early perimenopause because of trauma, extreme stress, loss, grief, and so many other emotions that we just hold in our chest and never release. In fact, I met a woman just the other day who's going through a really sudden and traumatic divorce, and she hadn't cried at all in all of this time because she was holding it in. Well, all that holding in, guess who it stresses out? Back to that pituitary again, and the body stops regulating and producing the hormones it needs. We know that rose oil plays an important role in helping to heal that kind of grief and opening up the heart, which indirectly heals your hormones as well. And last but certainly not least is lavender, which you guys know. Everyone's been talking about lavender for a long time, but lavender is a calming oil. It's an essential oil that has many purposes, but helps with sleep, helps with relaxation, and definitely helps to bring down those cortisol levels, in turn balancing the rest of your hormones.